Hi guys, today I'll be taking a look at the most common Cherry MX Red clone, the Outemu Red. Let's get started. The Outemu Red is a budget alternative to the more expensive Cherry MX Red switch and can be found in various budget mechanical keyboards including the Redragon K55-2, the Game Max Strike, and the Drivo Caliber V2. These usually retail for about £50 give or take. As for the switches themselves, they can be bought from AliExpress and they usually retail for about £4 for 10 switches, so it's definitely in the budget end of things. And this is what they look like disassembled. Feel free to pause the video. Now, let's move on to the switch categories. On-center key presses are very smooth with only small hints of scratchiness if you really feel for them. Off-center key presses are somewhat scratchier, with some of the switches having a small tactile bump when pressed at the very edge of the key, presumably due to low manufacturing quality control. It's decent otherwise, 6 out of 10. Weighting is light with an actuation force of 46 grams at 2.1mm and a bottom out force of 62 grams at 4mm of total travel. So it's basically a Cherry MX Red. Now, as I've said a few times on this channel, these aren't the switches for me, it's just too light. But there are a lot of people looking for an MX Red alternative, and this is essentially that. 5 out of 10. Sound is quite surprising. In a good way, they sound deeper and thockier as keyboard enthusiasts would say compared to other switches, especially the spacebar. It's not top notch, but it's a nice change. 6 out of 10. Now for the typing demo. Enjoy. Comparing it to the MX Red, which I haven't reviewed yet but I will at some point, it's better because it's much smoother, and with some lube you can probably make these as smooth as Gateron ink switches. 6 out of 10. They have good potential. Gaming performance is really good, it's what it does best honestly, and if you're in the market for a budget gaming switch, here you go. And if you don't want to build your own keyboard, there's plenty of keyboards you can go with like the ones I mentioned in the beginning. And in case you're wondering, yes, it's better than the MX Red for gaming, and it's certainly a huge upgrade over a rubber dome keyboard. I wouldn't mind using these as my daily drivers if I was more focused on gaming. 7 out of 10. In conclusion, if you're more of a gamer than a typist, this is a switch I would consider buying. It's great for that purpose, and I really don't think the MX Red is worth the extra money. With that said, the final score for this switch is 30 out of 50 or 60%, making it the third best switch I've ever tested so far. That's a good score considering its low price point. Anyway, next time I'll be reviewing another linear switch. Until then, take care and goodbye.